I've always wanted to be in the public eye, I guess. I've always wanted to do music. I loved to model when I was young. So, like, it's always something that I've wanted to do. I just didn't think it would be Pretty Little Thing as my first client, you know?
No, how did you feel when you saw, because I saw the video on Instagram, and actually before I saw it, I heard the Bermuda voice. How do you feel that so many young Bermudians are like, oh my gosh, it's Kyra?
Um, it feels really good because for the longest, I didn't feel like I fit in Bermuda. Being out here didn't really help that, but I just didn't feel like I fit in. So to see that they like accepted me and they love me and they're really supporting me is means a lot.
So why didn't you feel that you fit in Bermuda?
I don't know. I just feel like can't really explain why. I just didn't feel, like in that Bermuda mindset. You know how it is. Like everybody's so knit together, and I just felt out of that a little bit. And then moving out here made me out of that little circle a lot stronger.
How old were you when your family moved to Manchester?
Well, my mom moved a year before I did. I was just starting M1, so I was like 11. And then I came out here the following December. It was tough coming out here, actually.
Do you get, you don't have to go into deep personal, but in what ways? Like the culture, the language? What was the hardest?
The culture was definitely different. The weather was a big thing that I hated. I hated being cold for the longest. It was just, and then I was away from my friends at the time, and my dad, me and him were really close. So coming out here and moving with my mom away from everything that I knew was just tough.
Now, you have vitiligo. Did the signs of the condition start to show in Bermuda or once you moved out here?
So when I was about 7, I busted my lip, and my lip healed with vitiligo. And we changed my diet. We got some ointment from, I think, California, and the vitiligo went away until I was about 15, and I broke my leg and I had to get surgery on my knee. And the scar on my knee healed white, and then it spread from there. So it started in Bermuda, but then it went away, and then it started again back out here.
And then 15, critical time in a teenager's life, when you realized that it was becoming more pronounced, how did that make you feel? Were you okay with it or did you struggle with adapting?
I was okay with it. When I was a child, it really bothered me. I felt like, damn, another thing that they can tease me about, you know? Another thing that made me different. And when I was 15 and it showed, something changed. I don't know what changed, but I really just embraced it and I loved it. And the people in my school at the time were like, oh my God, you should be a model, you should be a model. And I was just like, maybe not. Now look at me.
So let's talk about that. How did you end up being exposed to a model? Now you said you always want to be a public figure, so you're not shy, and I hear you sing beautifully.
Thank you.
How did it go from a suggestion to an actual reality?
This summer, actually, one of my friends from high school DM'd me on Instagram and was like, you should apply to Nemesis because they're looking for models and I think you'd be really good. And I was like, oh, okay. So I checked it out and the height requirement was 5'6". And I was like, I'm 5'4". They aren't really gonna look at anybody under that, but I'll apply anyway. So I applied, and I got a call back. I think I got an email the week after I applied, but according to my agent, Sam, he had tried to call me every day from when I applied, but I was in Bermuda at the time, so my phone was off and he couldn't really reach me. So they emailed me and they asked if I could come in August, and I was like, I'm not going to be back till September. Can you rearrange it? And they did, and I did the induction in October, early October, and I got it.
So fast forward now, when did you realize that the campaign that we all now see,
Mm-hmm.
when did it kind of hit you like, wow, this is going to be massive?
I think the week I got the call to say that PLT wants me on option, I was just like, oh my God, PLT wants me on option, that's crazy. And then a few days after I got that call, one of the creatives from PLT reached out and was like, I see that you do music. Would you be down for being the voiceover for the video? And obviously I said yes. So I think once I agreed to that, I realized that it would be like huge. Like I would be the center of it, you know?
Now, traditionally,
Mm-hmm.
models are usually tall and thin and, wafer thin. That's the part I want to emphasize on. You're a beautiful, voluptuous young lady.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say to those who think, I don't look like the norm, so I can't be a successful model? What do you say to them?
I say that's bullshit. Excuse my language. But it's total BS. The model industry is changing. The fashion industry is changing. Every industry is changing to be more inclusive. So go for it, is what I'm saying. Like, if you really want to do it, if you really want to be out there, and if you think you have the confidence to do it, go and do it.